Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Bunch of Nuts podcast. It is our annual award show from just a couple national champions right here. It's a great award show we have set up for all y'all. Cass, I know, it's a yearly thing we do. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Uh, and I guess I'll let you be the dealer's choice. Which one do you want to start off with? We got a lot of nominations.
let's do position coach.
And this is topical. This is topical because we had some coaching changes recently. Uh,
Yeah. So
so
the nominees are Mike Loxley, not Mike Loxley, but Carlos Lockman. Sorry,
not Mike Loxley.
Maggie Herrera, however you pronounce his name, and James Laurinaitis. Those were my three nominees. I'm sure you agreed.
I
And,
I I mean I would like to nominate Justin Fry for the
yeah,
job with offense.
Justin Fry. Actually, they're all nominees, to be honest with you. But if you look at the season overall as a whole, you could easily say Justin Fry, no hands down, wins it. But I think the season, if you look at it as an overhaul as a season, you have to go run with James Laurinaitis. Uh, in my opinion, just because we haven't seen this good of a linebacker play since maybe Raekwon McMillan and Jerome Baker.
Do we
Uh,
do we classify Caleb Downs as a linebacker at this point?
I mean, I just think overall what Sonny Styles and Cody Simon and Arvell Reese did this year as a unit was phenomenal all year round.
I agree.
Um, and I mean, Mac Guerrera, and Carlos Lachlan, they had it easy. I mean, you had the best safety tandem in the country, and you had the two best running backs coming in as the season as a duo in the country. But what James Laurinaitis did with moving Sonny from safety to linebacker, Cody Simon being the only real starter coming back, and then elevating Arvell Reese play, I think you got to give it to James Laurinaitis.
I I,
Um,
I agree. So first award off the board, James Laurinaitis, position coach of the year. Congratulations. Come accept your award.
the Bunch of Nuts Award.
It's a prestigious award. You get just a Twitter shout out and then, maybe some gear in the mail. I don't know. We will decide on that. But yeah, James Laurinaitis, first year, he has won his first Bunch of Nuts award. That is big, man. He's got big things going for him.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, I like. I mean, obviously, if Justin Fry, what he did, I would say after the Penn State game and then losing Seth McLaughlin, I mean, he's right there up there. But I look at it as season whole.
I know when you look at I guess the body of work, what he had to work with, he didn't have the most talented he had talent, he didn't have the most talented room. I feel like the recruiting's been pretty solid. Everything's been solid. So and like we could say obviously Heartline, but Heartline, it's really not. It's like giving LeBron the MVP every time. It's
Yeah,
just like it's fatigue. We can't give it to Heartline again. I agree. Moving on to the next one, Cass. Um, I have some fun ones. This is my favorite. This is my favorite award we always do annually. What is this? The seventh iteration of this?
something like that.
It is the annual Cardale Jones Memorial Tweet of the Year Award. I have some fire nominations lined up. Um, I have and this one, first one I'm gonna lead off with is this was not a tweet. This was an Instagram post. It was from Will Howard after Ohio State beat Tennessee. Will Howard posted on his Instagram. He said, "When people ask what happened here, you tell them the North remembers. Tell them winter came for the Volunteers. See y'all in Pasadena. Philippians 4, comma 6-7, whatever. Yeah, you get it. That's my number one. That's my first nomination. I'm sure you have a nomination or two, Cass. I have two more nominations. I have um Tyreek Johnson, former Ohio State DB, November 30th, after Ohio State lost to Michigan, he tweeted, "Y'all can say I'm hating or whatever y'all but I knew Coach Day was not the answer when we played in the national championship against Bama. And at halftime, he didn't say a word to the team. He just went in the office and started to blame other coaches." What a tweet. And that aged like milk. And then my last one, I think this is my favorite. This one I actually spit out my drink when I saw it. It was from Ohio State Athletics. Um, it was they were promoting, I believe it was Big Noon Kickoff against Nebraska, and it was, "Hey fans, we want to see your game day picks. Use hashtag be the best fans to be featured on the video board." And it's a girl with a picture of Urban Meyer, and it's the picture of Urban Meyer with the blonde chick at the steakhouse, the infamous like his night out a couple years ago. And Ohio State actually deleted it, but that lives in infamy. Cass, do you have any nominations?
It's not really a tweet, but you made a video yesterday about the 247. They tweeted a video that they did,
Yeah,
but
well, he did tweet. Yeah, he did
yeah,
tweet.
the that Jeremiah is basically saying Jeremiah Smith is not generational talent. And I'm like, that's one of my nominees. There's a lot. You could go down the list through.
I could nominate myself for saying I would rather beat Michigan by 100 than win a national championship. That aged like milk.
My brother came out and tweeted after us when he says, "I don't care about the national championship. I care about beating Michigan."
Me and
So
Billy are forever getting roasted in the comments for that interaction.
yeah,
I was like, hell yeah, Billy, hell yeah.
um, those are two. I mean, and obviously, there's so many Michigan and Oregon fans. What about Donovan Jackson going after the Oregon game again in the Rose Bowl, going after
Oh, Big Dave.
Big Dave, who
I think
hasn't really spoke about
it
it.
was no, I think it was his dad who did it.
Yeah, yeah. Donovan Jackson's dad going after Ungulele's dad. That's
There's
all of those tweets.
there's some good ones.
So
I mean,
this is your award. You pick it.
I'm ready to announce the winner. Opening up the letter, and the winner is Will Howard. Just not a tweet. It was an Instagram post, but it was hype, man. It was hype. All the other ones are just bad takes, but that one was actually a good take. Will Howard got everyone fired up. Well, great job, Will Howard.
A lot of good nominees.
Some great nominees. Cash, you're up for your the next presentation.
I kind of steal this one from you, but we were talking about it earlier. The anti-Heisman trophy. Since I found this, the anti-Heisman trophy winner.
So we have the nominees. We have one nominee that I think we agreed upon this one. They're not going to win, but they were close to winning it, and it was the Michigan quarterback room.
All together, collectively.
All together. Unfortunately, they did lose the anti-Heisman when they beat us. We
Yeah.
cannot give them the anti-Heisman there. They did lose that. My nominee, and this one kind of stared us in the face. I can't believe we forgot about this one. DJ Ukulele.
Yeah.
Just terrible season. Florida State had 2 wins on the year. I know he got hurt, but I don't know if that was just kind of like a more of an opt out at that point. Only 1,065 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a 36.5 QBR for Florida State. Just one of the worst seasons of all time from a quarterback when they were expecting him to be just lights out.
Yeah. But the winner is, hands down, runaway winner, Ethan Crawford from Southern Miss Golden Eagles. 849 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 7 interceptions with a QBR rating of 19.2. Take a bow.
He did have rushing. He had 211 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year, but the QBR of 19 points. I don't even know, was he the backup or the starter? Because they have the Tate Rodmaker. I think he might have been the starter at some point. It just he wasn't good though.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
When AI is telling us this is the worst player, when we like AI'd it, we're like AI, who's the worst player in college football, and it came up with this. That was our reasoning. Ethan Crawford, congratulations. You joined Artur Sikowski from Rutgers. Just some other famous winners of the anti-Heisman on our show. Welcome. Come on down, man.
Yeah, good deal.
Next award. Um, this one's a fun one. Play of the year.
Ooh,
This is a big one.
this was tough
This is very tough.
because Ohio State social media is putting a tournament on right now, starting tomorrow.
Mhm.
Uh, I have three nominees. Um, I have Travion Henderson, House's one against Texas at the end of half. I have Caleb Downs' punt return for a touchdown. I have Scoop and Sawyer,
Mhm.
and then 3rd and 11. Those are the four. Actually, those are four, not three.
David said Igbenogson interception
Yeah,
against State. That was insane. I feel like those are the four. They also had on here, and we're not stealing this. We were gonna do this anyway, and they just happened to post today. They also had the Carnell take catch, pretty good catch, but it's Northwestern. Uh, Hancock, what was this? Oh, against Nebraska. Yeah, it was a good play. Fielding making the kick in a Mecca's touchdown against Oregon. All solid, but I think we all know the winner. My heart, I want to give it to the Caleb Downs punt return touchdown. That
yeah.
was so high. That was the best. If this was a
In
regular,
person
if this was the best regular person in season award, like we didn't count the playoffs, that's the winner for sure.
and we
Um,
saw it in person too.
yeah. Uh, the Travion Henderson touchdown was huge, but I think the Sawyer play, man,
Scoop
right?
and Sawyer,
That's
yeah.
that's that's the iconic one. I
But
mean,
the iconic photo is the 3rd and 11. That's what's weird. That's what's going to be.
yeah, it's the 3rd and 11 though. It was great play, but the Sawyer play, like,
Yeah, it put a stamp that we were going to the national championship.
it was just iconic. I mean, that up there is with the Zeke 85-yard run. All the other plays would probably win any other season, to be honest, uh, except this year. And we had a good season. We have all these plays.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great season, not national championship season. So,
Cass, I have a next nomination. We didn't write it down. This one is hit of the year. Hit of the
ooh,
hit of the year. And I have three nominations off the top of my head. I have Cody Simon laying the wood in the cold against Tennessee on Nico Lavala and breaking his helmet. I have I have the Arvell Reese targeting that wasn't a target. It was just a sick hit. And then I have the Sonny Styles hit against Texas. Those are my three hits. Did you have any?
no, I didn't. I forgot all about this nomination. Yeah, so I don't. I only have. I would if I would say two, it would be the Cody Simon and Sonny Styles because those are the ones that um come to light. But yeah,
The
those are
Quinshon Judkins block against Texas,
Travion Henderson.
block in the first.
Travion week one against Akron.
Ooh, yeah, that was actually a sick hit.
I'm going with Sonny Styles, man.
Me too. That was the biggest boom of the year.
Even though I think the cold had a lot to do with Nico's helmet getting hit, cracking and stuff like that. So I'm going Sonny Styles.
I am too. I think that one's a no-brainer. Um, and Gunnar Helton lost part of his brain, I think, on that play. It was a hit, man. Um,
I got one here,
let's
and it's
do it.
not. This is my not. This will be my nominees. College football's funniest moment of the season.
Oh,
Number one is when Nick Saban on College Game Day, um, basically when they were talking about the $20 million roster and talked about where the swing and miss, like you got if you pay the $20 million, um, you better not miss. Basically, I think you know what I'm talking about.
yeah. You better not. Yeah, you better pay the right guys.
Yeah, you something like that, and it was funny. And then I think it was what was some. It was something about Shane Gillis. It was the Notre Dame. He said that, and Shane Gillis basically said something about
Alabama Jones.
yeah, yeah, something like that. Alabama Jones. Yeah, that's one of them. This one, and I think this is right before you and Blake got there. This one wasn't even on air. It was game day, getting ready to start in Columbus against Indiana, and Pat McAfee takes off his shirt and just starts getting on the table, and it's cold outside, has no shirt on, being Pat McAfee.
So just Pat McAfee.
Yeah, just
We have
Pat
the
McAfee.
Alabama Jones, just Pat McAfee general. I got this one is my nomination. It was just it was the Vanderbilt upset over Alabama, and then
Yeah.
the fans just taking the goalpost down Broadway and throwing it into the river. That was iconic. Um,
What about the field goal kick where the Tennessee dude hits the girl in the face
oh yeah.
at the shoot?
Speaking of the Tennessee, this is also another hilarious moment. It was the Tennessee fans. It was that one fan, Andy, and he did the rap, and it was just like the worst rap. He was like tailgating it in Columbus, and it was the worst rap we've ever seen. That is also a nomination. That was a hilarious moment.
Another one from the Tennessee game, the lady who was crying on TikTok because an Ohio State fan told her
Oh,
5 year old son that Santa Claus wasn't real.
which we don't know if that's even true or not. That could have been made up.
Or the same game, the Tennessee offensive linemen trying to be tough, wearing their shirts off, stretching on the field for like 20 seconds.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
What do we choose to win? There's so many good ones.
That's a good one, man. I'm gonna let you
I'm
pick one.
I'm going with the Tennessee linemen trying to be tough in the cold, stretching with the shirts off for 20 seconds.
It's so funny.
Yes.
Um, next one.
But if we could prove that an Ohio State fan actually told that Tennessee fan that Santa Claus wasn't real, please step up and we'll recount our vote like they did in 2000 with Bush and Gore, and we'll reward you the win.
Um, the next one I got, bro. We have the freshman of the year. And do you want it to only be Ohio State freshmen, or I mean, does this really matter?
Doesn't really matter.
Uh,
We already know who the winner is.
It's Jeremiah Smith. Congratulations.
No other nominees.
No, no. I mean, I'll give I'll give what's his name
Ryan Williams.
Edric Houston. He
Yeah,
was pretty
Ryan
good.
Williams.
Ryan Williams pretty good. The Simmons guy from Texas solid, but it's not even close. It's
We're the we're the only reward show, the only freshman awards to give Jeremiah Smith the freshman of the year.
That is true. Congratulations, Jeremiah. You can put this on your Wikipedia page. Bunch of Nuts podcast, winner of freshman of the year. Congratulations. We got what else we got, bro? I feel like we got only a couple more now.
Um,
We got team MVP. I want to save that one.
yeah, that's
Oh, fan of the year. Fan
fan
of
of
the
the
year.
year.
My favorite one, dude. We have a lot of good fans. Um, I can tell you
These are
right
the
now,
Bunch of Nuts podcast fans, not
it's
Ohio State fans.
it's the Bunch of Nuts podcast fan. It was the Tennessee Jeff Fan of the Year award. Tennessee Jeff told us he does not want to be associated with the award. So it's just the Bunch of Nuts podcast now Fan of the Year. This is a big one. This goes to someone who follows our podcast, um, and just they are a true Buckeye. Um, and they're just they bleed scarlet and gray. This is a prestigious award. Um, we give it each year. I forgot who we gave it to last year. I know we gave it to that one dude at the shoe, the short guy a couple years ago.
The
Yeah,
weird guy.
yeah. No, he was cool though. This goes to someone that we meet. We usually we like. Cass, do you have any nominations?
Mm, no,
I got.
no.
I'm
I
not
mean, we've
my boy
given it to Bob before. He's
Bob.
our
Yeah,
loyal person that responds to us. Um, our winners of our drawings. Um, I can't even think at the top of my head what their names are.
Joseph. I'll nominate Joe Wooster.
Yeah,
He did win a glass. Joe's always in our mentions. Legend. We also got, let's see, Buckeye Blitz. Buckeye Blitz is an OG. He always backs us up. Looking else who we got here. We got a lot of people to choose from. We got Buckeye Blitz. We got, let's see. They're not fans. We got our Forever Game Day friends at Forever Game Day. Promo code NUT for 15% off your first order with Forever Game Day.
we
Um,
got Shane Cassis, this group chat that we're in. Buckeye Dad, Lieutenant Fringe, you,
yeah,
Shane Cassis, the Buckeye Grove, Jace Glass,
I
who
got,
we did meet at the shoe in the Indiana game.
yeah, that's my winner. It's
That's
Jason.
the winner.
That Jason Buckeye Dad, that's the winner. And you know why he's the winner? Because one, he wanted to meet us in person. Two, he brought me a beer. right,
And,
right then and
and
there. That's all you need to win this award. If you bring me a beer to a college football game and it was a Busch Latte, nice, 9:30 in the morning at college game day, you're the winner of this award. Jason, congratulations, my friend.
he wanted to drive to Knoxville and take over Neyland Stadium
He
too.
did. He did. I don't think he got around to it, but he did offer it. Um, so he does bleed scarlet and gray. Congratulations, Jason, Buckeye Dad, national champion. Right. I think we got team MVP, and then I think that's really it. And then we can talk about the coaching changes.
Yeah. So team MVP, this one, there's a lot of nominees. You could have gone with Jack Sawyer, Will Howard, uh,
Caleb,
Donovan Jack, Caleb
Caleb.
Downs, Donovan Jackson, Jeremiah Smith,
This is a tough
and
one. This is a tough one. I mean,
very tough one. But
I
there's
know who I
one
want to stand on the table for. I'm curious who you're gonna go with.
I'm standing on the table for one guy that had to move a position
That's exactly who I was going. Okay,
and
thank you.
take over. You look, Will Howard, what Will Howard met in this 1 year for this football team is outstanding. Obviously, we still get a couple more years with Jeremiah Smith and Cody and
Caleb
Caleb Downs.
Lawson. Yeah.
But what Donovan Jackson did, um, to move to left tackle, Penn State, we had to drop our nuts, like change the offensive line, and guess what? He is going to make a lot of money and play a long career in the NFL.
Did he even have a holding penalty once he changed to left
I don't
tackle? I
think
don't
so.
have a single penalty either, which is the most impressive part. He, like I don't remember him maybe a false start, maybe one. He was he was fantastic. He was, I mean, and I'm glad we're on the same page with this. Like all the other guys, it's flashy. Caleb, you could we got some Caleb Downs probably also could, that's a fair debate. I would say Jeremiah too, that's a fair debate. But for what like this
Will
team
Howard.
yeah, but for what this team needed at the time and like how critical he was and how he stepped up when like we had no other options, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Donovan Jackson, bro, MVP for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, Donovan Jackson, we praised him a lot this year. What he did, he's going to make us a lot of money.
He's
And
gonna make a lot. He's not gonna make us a lot. He's gonna make a lot of
yeah,
money.
he's going to make a lot of money.
He's not making us anything unless he wants to kick some back to us. I don't think he does.
Right, right.
Um,
But
But yeah, that's those are our awards. I will post the winners after this shortly. Um Caspro, but with a great season, a national championship, unfortunately, it's the cost of doing business. There's going to be some turnover. It's
yeah,
it's and it's a privilege because Ohio State did so well. We lose some coaches, and that's the way it goes. Obviously Chip Kelly's gone, Jim Knowles is gone. Justin Fry's gone. Uh, what's his name? Allen, the defensive line coach, the assistant coach, he's now at Texas. Um, who else am I missing? I think that's it right now.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
it. But so weirdly, the offensive side of the ball has hired their coaches. Billy Fessler, I like this one. Gets promoted to quarterbacks coach, well deserved, and I think he's going to do really really well. Um, the Virginia Tech offense coordinator Tyler Bowen is now the head offensive line coach
Scoop had
at
it.
Ohio State,
Scoop had it first. Buckeye Scoop had it first. Credit them.
and then Brian Hartline gets promoted. He's the OC now. Um,
Scoop also had it first.
I think I don't think Ohio State's done hiring on the offensive side of the ball. I think Kevin Wilson's going to come back. I really do. Um, maybe as an analyst or something. Like people are flipping out. Some people are flipping out. Some people are really excited. I'm excited for Hartline. This is his ninth season working with Ryan Day. He started as a grad assistant in 2017 when Ryan Day came in as the offense coordinator. So they've been together for 9 years. I think Ryan Day trusts him. Obviously, we've seen what he's done with the wide receivers. I think it's time. It's going to be interesting to see if Carlos Loughlin and this Tyler Bowen are they going to be the run game coordinating area because we got to run the football and like I tell people and I told Blake a good buddy Blake, as long as Ryan Day is walking the sidelines of Ohio State, our offense is going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the offense. I'm curious what the defense is going to look
Yeah,
like because Jim Knowles, he recruited and like built this defense in a specific way. It's really
he didn't recruit as well as people think.
no, but the guys he has in the
Yeah,
system right now are designed to play the defense. It's
yeah. These young coaches, James Laurinaitis, Matt Guerrera,
Guerreri.
Guer, Guer, Guerreri,
Every
however,
time Cass can't pronounce his name, take a shot.
yeah, puts a new game.
Matt Guerreri.
Matt Guerreri. Um, they're young. They're really young, and I think they're brilliant. I think we're going to do a little situation where we're going to bring in another guy as co-defensive coordinator, or I think we're going to bring in another guy to help James Laurinaitis with the linebackers. And I think OG Walt and it's kind of OG Walt. You can't get. He's like Heartline. You have to. It's kind of like you have to promote him. What he's done with the DBs in recruiting, you've got to have him. And Matt G.
People are concerned because it might be a Kerry Combs situation because they don't want him. But
I don't think so.
I will say this: Guerreri was up in the booth next to Knowles. You like when you watch the actual like games, he's up there. I have heard obviously Randy Bates from Pitt was rumored to come to Ohio State.
which I would like because if you looked at his defense, his defense creates a lot of turnovers, and that's one thing I will knock on Jim Knowles is we never really produced a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. We also Joe Cullen from the Chiefs, that was the rumor earlier today. I don't know if that's like gonna,
It could be possible because why haven't we hired a defensive coach yet?
yeah.
So
Hold on.
just keep an eye out. Look at Buckeye Scoop and Menace to Sports. I'm sure they'll have it there first.
Yeah, no, they will. There was also another coach, like, and he was hired along. I'm just trying to pull up, trying to. I want to make sure we're pronouncing his name right. Hold on, where is he? There we go. Brent Zebdebski. He's been a quality control guy on defense. And he comes from like a line of coaches. He he like, hold on. Oh, they Penn State hired him. Dang. Never mind. I was wrong. I thought he was still with us. I looked up. Penn State hired him. That's a shame. He was a good quality control guy. Yeah, he moved over to Penn State. Oof, that's a loss. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm not too worried.
Mm-hmm.
How,
Maybe it is the dude.
maybe it is. Yeah. Um, how are we feel like? I mean, when I look at the roster too, I'm feeling confident in the defense.
Yeah, me too.
Like I understand the defensive line's getting completely turned over. Um, but like Kenyatta played a lot of snaps.
Caden Curry played a lot of snap. Edric
Edric Houston
Houston,
played a lot. Yeah, like our defensive tackles, I think, are going to be fine. Linebacker is going to be probably a strong point. Um,
safeties are going to be legit.
and I posted like about the safety room, and people were like, "This doesn't make sense." Malik Hartford and Sonny Styles play the same position, and it's well, yes. I mean, not Malik Hartford. It's like Malik Hartford and Caleb Downs play the same position. And yes, they do play the same position, but like Caleb Downs is probably gonna be playing more linebacker again. And like if you look at like the defenses we were playing at the end of the year, Hancock was basically a safety the way he was lining up. He was lining
And
up
Lorenzo Styles played very well too
in
down the
nickel.
stretch.
Yeah, I mean I think depending on what we need, I think Hartford and McLean are going to be lining up kind of on the hashes. McLean will probably be more like a Hancock type role because he can play man. Hartford will take that Lathan Ransom type role. Jermaine Matthews, I'm not concerned about. He's going to slide right over to one corner. Iggy's going to be the other corner. That's going to be. I mean, they're gonna stay the same side they were during the run too, because Iggy stayed on his side, and then Jermaine will just sub in for Burke. So I'm fine there. And then and then if we have to go nickel, we'll obviously take like McLean or Hartford out, I think, and we'll put uh
Yeah.
Styles in there.
So yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting to see. Hey,
CJ
spring.
is probably gonna play edge potentially.
Yeah,
Be exciting.
yeah. But spring ball is gonna be after spring break this year. I did see that. So, but real quick, we got to dive into this basketball team. Um,
Oh yeah. Ha. Fun.
the girls are playing really well. Right now, I don't have their. I think they've lost one game. They're top 10 in the country. The men's watch for Cass tomorrow. I'm going to be working for Fox. The last time I worked for Fox for a basketball game, I was right behind Gus Johnson, right behind the bench, got on
The
TV.
ladies are 20-1, by the way.
Okay, the ladies are 21. So tomorrow night, Ohio State hosts 18th ranked Maryland. We got blown out last time. The problem I have with this basketball team is against Illinois. I texted you. I was like, man, they're out hustling them. They're playing well. I don't know what Brad Underwood told his team because after the under 12-minute media timeout, Illinois put it to Ohio State, and we just. But like I said in the Slack chat, we haven't had a good big man, physical big man, in 10 years since Solinger. over
Yeah,
10 years.
well, Caleb Weston was a good big man, but he shot like
He
more.
wasn't he wasn't Jared Solinger.
No, he was shooting like threes. Well, and he was physical, but the problem was he was so big. The refs always called him for fouls
Yeah.
and stuff that like because it's the Big Ten, they don't know how to
And he
officiate.
had issues with his footwork too.
No, I mean Caleb Weston was a really good player, but I know what you're saying. I think I will say this. Right now, they're projected to be in the tournament, one of the last four buys. That's fine. I like where we're at.
They got to get this win tomorrow night.
They do. Um, I will say Illinois has kind of been the boogeyman for Diebler, it feels like. I feel like every time they play Illinois, they can't get over the hump. It's whenever they play Illinois. And I don't know what is going on with Illinois, but I mean, they do have some big wins, Purdue, Kentucky, Texas. As long as they hit probably 19 to 20 wins, they're going to be in the tournament.
Yeah.
I like where we're at. They avoided the January slide. They finished January 500, which is miles better than usually what happens in the Holtman era. It's usually, like 2-6, I
This,
want to say 3-5. Like they did what they had to do in January. They did
got
not.
him. So, yep, and they got a month left. They'll have Michigan at home, I believe, this year. Northwestern at home, Maryland at home. Need to win all your home games and try to steal one or two road games. They go to out to you. They do play UCLA and USC out on the road, but you got to find a way to steal a road win.
Well, I think they will because with the one thing about Diebler and this team, he has them competing. He has them like even the games they lost, like the Oregon game we went to, the Illinois game, like they
It's got
were
to
up.
finish.
They just have to fit. They're so close, and
Yep.
it's not the whole it's not Holtman where like they're just collapsing in the last couple minutes. They're just not finishing. It's a different vibe. They're not finishing, but they're not collapsing. It's just they're going cold.
I still believe this is a Sweet 16 team if they get the right seeding.
I think they could be. I think they'll make the tournament and win a game. I think that
I
I
agree.
would be happy with that.
I
But
agree. But they have the potential to make the Sweet 16.
they do. Um, And that's all I got, Cass. Got about 10 seconds here. I just want to thank everyone for listening to another episode of the Bunch of Nuts podcast. Thank you for listening to our award show. Next week, we're gonna have most likely have a Michigan fan on to debate just the scandal. So that should be interesting. But thank you so much and go Bucks.
Go Bucks.